We're going to France. This time we are going. I was now powered by an outboard I'd bought from Jeremy for £1 million, and James was my cabin boy. If you would go below, please, Roger, the cabin boy, and a cup of tea.
Hello, sir.
Oi, Prescott! Have a bacon sandwich. Richard's £1 million outboard wasn't exactly gutsy. So in the spirit of the sea and in keeping with the maritime code, I gunned it and left them behind. Oh, she's riding the waves like a twig. Meanwhile, back on the cabin cruiser...
Bloody hell! Mate!
What?
It's quite a lot of water. It's up to...
Oh, not again.
As you can see this morning, the sea is a mill pond. We're hoping to capitalise on that, make good progress before the waves build up, which they inevitably will.
This is the third time I've been in this ruddy sea.
Yeah. Technically, it wasn't my fault. I'm disappointed. I thought we were going to make it.
Oh, sorry, mate, the cup sank.
With typical good grace, Jeremy came back to pick us up and then announced we'd have to go back to Dover. This seemed like a waste of time, but as we lined up for our fourth attempt, his reasoning became clear.
A couple of years ago, Richard Branson set a record for crossing the channel in an amphibious car. 1 hour, 40 minutes, 6 seconds.
And? No way.
It's an average speed of 10.8 knots.
Well, so we go for it. We give it a shot.
Calais for lunch. Beardy, you're going down!
Guys, can I ask one question?
What?
Where's France?
We followed a ferry, but not the one going to Holland.
Soon, the 3 men in a boat were an incredible 2 miles from England. And since we were going for a record, we had to work out our speed. This is our speedometer. We've tied knots in a rope, you throw it in, and you see how many pass through your fingers in a given time. It's a very accurate system.
Captain, about 110 knots.
110 now.
Yeah.
What's that in miles an hour?
125.
Because we were blasting along at a steady 125 miles an hour, we had a visit from the Coast Guard. Our intentions are to go across the channel faster than Beardy Branson.
In that case, I wish you good luck and bon voyage.
The town of Sangatte was about to get 3 more immigrants. Never mind that we'd aimed for Calais and missed. France is France. Come on! Come on!
We're 20 yards from France.
To succeed, we had to get up the boat ramp, but that meant going through the breakers.
No! No!
Where's that come from? I really thought we were going to tip over.
We're on the rocks.
We're going up the beach now.
Skillfully, James got a rope round the front bumper and in a gap in the waves. I went for it.
That's good.
The pickup had landed. Soon I was summoned to an important BBC meeting. Most of the people going would be walking, but I was running late and decided to use the car.
Doors closing. 4th floor.
Fiona Bruce is standing here, the newsreader. ground floor.
Sorry, Fiona, could you give me a push?
A push out?
Please, because it's got no reverse gear, so...
Oh.
Thank you.
Alright, you'll be alright now.
No, this is fine, thanks. Which department's this? I'm really lost now.
Companies have held talks with government ministers about how to handle the number of claims that have resulted from last month's floods. The total bill is estimated at about £1.5 billion. Mark Simpson is in.
Sorry everyone, sorry. There he is parked.
Oh, that's not working for me at all.
His foot's out, his arm's out.
Okay. That's not gone well. Sorry, that's gone badly wrong. It's gonna come. Oh, sorry.
Having failed the handbrake test, he's knocked down the sign warning him how steep the hill is.
I was working out the other day how many classics Led Zeppelin... I mean, classics like Stairway... Oh, dear.
It wasn't even worth measuring the egg residue because I'd lost so much money for bits falling off. Door mirror, glove box lid. Oh, and this funny thing.
Well, that's three.
This.
4.
And that.
5.
Technically that.
6.
I fired up the Rover. It does that.
I've got more on the front. Why is that?
Because mine was, they could only mount it on the... Because I have to sit further forwards than you because I'm short.
That's what it is. No, that looks pretty poor.
Coil springs absorbing all the bumps nicely.
There's a lot of weight on those springs.
That was the door.
Having fun?
Still, I'd only lost one thing. 2 things.
Sun bleached and... What you need to do is find a bit that's not been exposed.
British Racing Green was an official colour.
No worries.
If you told people you'd had a dream in which you'd drag race an Aston Martin against a man on jet-powered roller skates, people would tell you to lay off the strong cheese at night. We're away! I can't believe how quickly that thing gets off the line! 80! 90! 100! We're level pegging! He's on roller skates! Come on! Yeah! I won! I beat a man on roller skates in an Aston Martin!
We dragged him out of the pool and plonked him into his holiday hire car. This is Emerson Fittipaldi's F1 Lotus, which won the World Championship in 1972. And amazingly, it produces 420 brake horsepower, the same sort of power you get from our saloons. So, first up, let's see how fast this gets round the track. They brought that car out in, what, 1970? 1971 season began. What have you done to change it? Nothing. Didn't change it to 75.
So every year they came
5
back.
years.
It was really good last year,
Yeah.
so look.
One of the interesting things about that car is it had torsion beam suspension, which was very forgiving in slow corners, which made the tyres last longer.
Well, you managed to find something boring about something incredibly exciting.
But it is interesting.
This is a great sport.
And I checked to make sure James's snorkel was working. And go! Wow, I got a speed!
I'm not sure if you can handle that.
Because the other great thing, of course, is James still has no idea how to drive around this track. He never does power tests. Yeah, he's done it right, he's doing it right. About at the same speed Terry Wogan went round it. Nevertheless, James was doing brilliantly.
I'm going to pass Hammond. There it is. Yes!
In fact, the Princess could hold its drink so well, he did a full lap.
He's not cheating! I can't believe it!
And then he passed Hammond again.
Yes! Yes! And I've just lost it.
We're having to use 2 hoses because your rover leaks so badly.
Rubbish! I was only bothered about my secret weapon.
Yeah!
Height adjustable.
So he's lowered it.
2 hoses still weren't enough.
We're going to have to put a 3rd hose pipe in to fill it. Jeremy, it's not filling up.
Yes, it is.
It isn't.
Eventually, we became bored and the tankers became empty. So we sent him on his way.
Go!
Yeah! Feel the power!
It's looking good. The damn door's come off.